Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily English Podcast. I'm your host, Connor, and I'm here with my amazing co-host, Linda. How are you doing today, Linda?
Hey, Connor. I'm doing really well, thank you. And I'm particularly excited about today's topic because it's something that's close to my heart. We're going to be talking about helping others.
Yes, this is such an important and uplifting topic. Helping others is one of those things that benefits everyone involved. The person receiving help obviously benefits, but the person giving help also experiences positive effects. It's truly a win-win situation.
Absolutely. And I think in today's world where we can sometimes feel disconnected from each other, talking about helping others and building community is more important than ever. We all need each other.
So let's start with a basic question. Why should we help others? I mean, beyond just the moral or ethical reasons, what are the actual benefits of helping other people?
That's a great question to start with. Well, research shows that helping others actually makes us happier. When you do something kind for someone else, your brain releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin. It's sometimes called the helper's high.
That's fascinating. So helping others literally makes you feel good physically and emotionally. It's not just about being a good person. There are real psychological and even physical benefits to being helpful and generous.
Exactly. Studies have shown that people who regularly volunteer or help others have lower rates of depression, reduced stress levels, and even better physical health. Some research suggests that helping others can even help you live longer.
Wow, that's incredible. So by helping others, you're actually helping yourself too. It's like the opposite of selfish behavior. Instead of taking from others to benefit yourself, you're giving to others and still benefiting yourself in the process.
Right. And beyond the personal benefits, helping others strengthens communities. When people help each other, it creates bonds of trust and connection. It makes neighborhoods and communities stronger and more resilient.
Now, let's talk about different ways people can help others. There are so many options. You don't have to be wealthy or have special skills to make a difference. Everyone can help in some way.
Absolutely. One of the most accessible ways to help is through volunteering. This means giving your time to help an organization or cause. You could volunteer at a local charity, a food bank, an animal shelter, a hospital, or countless other places.
Volunteering is great because you can choose something that aligns with your interests and values. If you love animals, volunteer at an animal rescue. If you care about education, volunteer to tutor kids. If you're passionate about the environment, join a cleanup project.
And volunteering doesn't have to be a huge time commitment. Even a few hours per month can make a real difference. Some people think they're too busy to volunteer, but really most of us can spare a few hours if we make it a priority.
Another way to help is through donations. If you have financial resources, donating money to causes you care about can have a significant impact. Charities and nonprofit organizations rely on donations to fund their work.
And you don't have to be rich to donate. Even small donations add up. If 1,000 people each donate $10, that's $10,000 for a good cause. Every contribution matters, no matter how small it might seem.
You can also donate things besides money. Donating clothes you no longer wear, food to a food bank, books to a library, or toys to children's charities. Many people have things they don't need that could really help someone else.
That's such a good point. Before you throw something away or let it sit unused in your closet, think about whether someone else could benefit from it. One person's clutter could be another person's treasure.
Now, helping others doesn't always have to be through formal organizations. Some of the most meaningful help happens informally, just through everyday kindness and consideration for the people around you.
Yes, simple acts of kindness can make someone's day. Holding the door open for someone, helping a neighbor carry groceries, giving up your seat on the bus to someone who needs it more, smiling at strangers. These small gestures matter.
And in today's digital world, kindness online is important too. Leaving encouraging comments, sharing helpful information, standing up for someone being bullied online, or simply not participating in negativity. We can all make the internet a kinder place.
Let's talk about helping friends and family because this is where many of us have the most opportunity to make a difference.
Absolutely. Sometimes helping means practical support, like bringing a meal to a friend who just had a baby, helping someone move to a new apartment, or giving a ride to someone whose car broke down. These concrete actions show you care.
But sometimes the most helpful thing you can do is simply listen. When someone is struggling, they often don't need you to fix their problems or give advice. They just need someone to listen with empathy and without judgment.
That's such an important point, Linda. Being a good listener is a valuable skill. It means giving someone your full attention, not interrupting, not making it about yourself, and not rushing to offer solutions unless they ask for them.
And sometimes just being present is enough. Showing up for someone, spending time with them, letting them know they're not alone. You don't always need to say or do anything specific. Your presence itself can be comforting and helpful.
Now, let's discuss helping in your workplace. Creating a helpful, supportive work environment benefits everyone. It improves morale, increases productivity, and makes work more enjoyable.
In the workplace, helping might look like mentoring a new colleague, sharing your knowledge and expertise, offering to help someone who's overwhelmed with work, or giving credit to team members for their contributions.
And it's about creating a culture where it's okay to ask for help. Some workplace cultures make people feel like asking for help is a sign of weakness, but actually knowing when you need help and asking for it is a sign of wisdom and self-awareness.
That's so true, Connor. And when you help colleagues succeed, it doesn't diminish your own success. In fact, lifting others up often helps you rise too. Success doesn't have to be a competition where only one person wins.
Now, let's talk about helping in crisis situations, because sometimes people face emergencies or disasters where they need immediate help. Natural disasters, accidents, medical emergencies. These are times when helping others can literally save lives.
In crisis situations, having basic first aid knowledge can be incredibly valuable. Knowing CPR, how to stop bleeding, or how to help someone who's choking could make the difference between life and death. It's worth taking a first aid course if you can.
And in disaster situations, communities often come together in amazing ways. People open their homes to those who've lost their homes, donate supplies, volunteer to help with cleanup and rebuilding. Crisis brings out both the worst and the best in humanity.
It really does. And I think it's important to mention that when you want to help in a crisis, it's best to do so in an organized way. Donate to established relief organizations rather than sending random items that might not be needed. Follow guidance from authorities about how to help effectively.
Now, let's discuss teaching and education as forms of helping. Sharing knowledge and skills with others is one of the most powerful ways to help people improve their lives.
Absolutely. If you have expertise in something, teaching others is a wonderful way to help people. This could be formal teaching in a classroom or informal, like showing a friend how to use a computer program or teaching a neighbor how to garden.